Hey guys, Brian, N4BPD here. We're going to do some POTA action today. Parks on the Air. I'm at Whitehall State Historic Site in Richmond, Kentucky. And I've never put one of my activations on a video before and uploaded to the internet, so I figured I might as well. Normally I'm a fair weather kind of activator, but today we're kind of hit and miss with some storms. Not really storms, just a little heavy rain occasionally. But then there's parts of sunshine as well. So we're going to go through what I use, just a basic video, what I use for Parks on the Air, the radio, the battery box, the antenna. I'm in no way sponsored by anybody. This, like I said, this is the first time I've ever put a video together like this. So I figured I'd share my little bit of knowledge that I have in it, in the Parks on the Air anyway. So I do use a Yaesu FT891. I'll go through all that. I'll show you what I've got and the antenna and everything. So I'm going to jump out. We're going to try to get a hold of the shelter if it's still open, and we'll set it up and see you in a minute. All right, here we are at the shelter at Whitehall State Historic Site. Pond over the hill here. It's a really nice place. Got set up here on the table, and we're going to go through some of the equipment that I've got. We'll show you how everything sets up and put it all together in just a few minutes. All right, here we go with the equipment that we've got here at Whitehall State Historic Site. There's a pond. It's a really nice place. Again, the nice, beautiful weather we're having today. Little playground for the kids, big parking lot, and walking track. It's a great park. Come here frequently. So we'll get started. The Nano VNA with a little bag of connectors, must have. The Nano VNA is great for checking SWR on antennas in a portable setting. One thing that I would say, it's a small screen, really hard to read in the sunlight, but very accurate and very good for checking SWR. There's a whole lot more things you can do with those that I'm not savvy with yet. I just got it not too long ago, so I mainly use it for checking SWR. But moving on to the radio, got a Yaesu FT891. Haven't hooked anything up yet. I'm going to walk through the whole process here to show you how I do. So I've had really good luck and performance, I guess. Not really luck, but performance out of the 891. Get a lot of good signal reports, good audio. Small HF radio, 6 meter to HF. It's really good. So move over. I've got just a laptop here, HP. I use my phone as a hotspot for internet to be able to spot myself and everything. I use N3FJP's software for logging. Again, I'm not promoting anybody or not sponsored by anything, but I'm just letting you know what I use. I did build a battery box. I got a lot of this stuff off of Quicksilver. Quicksilver Radio. They're a really good website for these small portable setups. USB charging ports. It does have a voltmeter built in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It'll tell you how many volts your battery box has. Anderson power poles. Once I was turned on to those, that's all I use anymore. But I've just got two 6 amp hour LiFePO batteries wired together there for a 12 amp hour battery box. Come with a charger and everything, so got all that set up. It's really nice. This is the prize here, the Buddy Pole Buddy Stick. There's a kit you can buy. It's the Buddy Stick Pro Deluxe. I don't remember how much. I'm wanting to say somewhere around $330, $350-ish with the legs, the shock cord connected foldable legs. I went ahead. I don't think I bought the deluxe kit, but I think I put all the stuff in there to make a deluxe kit, and then added a couple little things. But I'll go over that and we'll show you here. I'm gonna go and set up the antenna, and then I'll talk about everything that I set up. All right, got the antenna set up and everything. Went ahead and plugged up my FT891 to the power supply to my battery box back there. I do use a little power meter in the inline there, just to tell me what kind of amperage I'm drawing and how much power I've got left. It's a pretty good little setup. The buddy stick does come with a chart that shows you information on how many coil taps to tap into for each band. The radio wire has some little color tags on there that'll show you which ones to go to. That may be reversed. Let's check that out. Okay, well, let's go over here and look at the antenna. So here's the antenna. The shock cord connected legs, they just fold out, and you put them into the hub here. I forget what they call it. I think it's got a name, maybe a Versa hub or something, but they come with a BNC connector on them. The cable that I ordered from Buddy Pole has the BNC female connector as well. The counterpoise radio wire, you can run it out. This is where the colored tags are at. There's a, what's that one, black one, gray, yellow, reddish, but for 20 meters we're going to be on today is blue, so I've run that out to a little step-in fence post for electric fences. It works really well. You can use a stick or whatever. We're going on up the little aluminum mast arms here up to the coil. The coil is where I think all the magic happens. So once you get figure out what band you want, these coils are color coded every 5 turns. For 20 meters you tap into the 13th one, so blue's 10 and then 3 more. That's what I've got there. This jumper, just you make your antenna electrically this much longer. For 40 meters, it's down here at 39. You make it that much longer electrically. But then it's got a collapsible whip up top. Make sure that if you're needing 5 sections, you have 5 out. If you need all 6, make sure you pull all 6 of them out. It can be confusing, and then when you go to the analyzer, you'll be lost. But let's go check the SWR. All right, I got my Nano VNA. I'm going to turn it on. You should calibrate these every time according to the manufacturer. Calibrate them every time that you use them. Found that sometimes it's not necessary, but like I said, the screen's really tough to see, especially out in daylight. Get a reflection of my phone there. Yeah, nice. But to use these, I just tap on the screen. I've got some internal memory calibrations saved, so I'm going to go to recall. We'll go to the 14 megahertz, 20 meters. Go back, display, trace. Don't want that one, don't need that one. I just keep the yellow line because it's a little easier to see. So go back, I can do format. I just want SWR is all I'm concerned about. Right now you can see the SWR is infinity. I don't have it hooked up yet. Right there's the end. So these little SMA to BNC connectors are pretty handy to have. They're quick. You don't have to worry about screwing in the PL259 and wasting time with it. But once I plug it up, I usually like to go somewhere in the middle of the band. I can't remember right off the top of my head. I feel like 14,287 is the center of the foam portion for 20 meters. I go to 14,285. Right now it's 1.5 to 1. Not terrible, but I want that SWR in the center. So you make all your tuning adjustments with the wire. Go back to 14,285. The best part is I can just set this down, go out there and make my adjustments and come back and look. Be right back. So the antenna was resonant really high in the foam portion of 20 meters. So with the wire, all you do is just let it out a little bit. Now, let's see, 14,285 is 1.143. That's, I believe, the center of the band, the foam portion anyway. 14,225 is the bottom end, 1.29. Perfectly fine. 14,350. 1.2. So we're good with that. One thing that I like about this buddy stick antenna, super easy to tune, really easy. So I'll call that acceptable. I'm gonna jump on the computer, get it connected to the hotspot on my phone. That's what I use it for, and we will get started here. All right, we get everything hooked up. Forgot to mention that I did buy a little package of SO239 and PO259 connectors to BNC male, female, just a little variety pack. It makes a big difference using a feed line that has BNC connectors. Here is the computer. Let's see if I can get up the website for POTA. I usually keep it already up, but we're gonna try something different here. POTA, and it started raining. Of course it did, because we're getting ready to start playing on the radio. There we go. Already logged in. Let's go up here. If you haven't created an account yet, you'll have to do that first and get that set up. I recommend just hunting for a while. You can get on here and search all the spots, tune your radio up, and see if you can get these guys some contacts. Being an activator, it's fun. I like when guys from home will just jump on there and give you some contacts. So let's see, 20 meters sideband. I don't care about seeing the QRT guys. There seems like there's a lot of people on here today. So what we're gonna have to do is find a frequency somewhere in there. But let's turn the radio on, see what we got. Change the band up to 20 meters, 14 megahertz. More volume. I like this place because we have a very low noise level. So I'll use the scope in there, see where people are talking. Just a beacon. We'll find us a frequency. There we go, we're good. What I like to do is try to find a, turn volume down. Try to find a frequency. I usually have pretty good luck in Texas, so we'll go to 14,315 and see if we can't pull them up here. Let's go down to 280. There's another Texas station. 280. Yeah, I got this guy pretty well. So give me a few minutes here. We'll get set up and I'll spot myself and I'll just run a little video real quick of making some contacts. Gotta wait, and it started raining while we're, as soon as we got everything set up, started raining pretty good. So we're just gonna wait until this guy calls QRZ and we'll try to make contact with him. Well, hey guys, so Whitehall turned out to be a bust. Whitehall State Historic Site for POTA. Started raining there pretty good as soon as I got everything set up, and turns out that the buddy stick antenna is not a very good antenna to use in the rain. The coil gets covered in water and it just drowns out the radio, shorts everything out on the coil. So I had about a 10 over S9 buzzing noise the entire time. So broke everything down and dried it all up, and got everything put back together. The main point of what I was trying to put out was the equipment that I use. I would have liked to have gotten some contacts there. I think it was K3787 at that park. I would have liked to have gotten some contacts and activated that park, but the point was to just show you guys what I use for my POTA activations, my portable setup. So I think I got that across okay. But I'll keep posting videos. I've gotten into DMR a little bit, and I really like HT, so I'll be posting more videos. Stay tuned.